Welcome to MUSH. 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 Can't build us up, can't break us down.
And only MUSH podcast.
You want to do the intro? Have you done the intro yet?
I've not done the intro yet. What is going on here?
You break them already?
No, they're fucking. I'm stupid. Is what's going on. I'm
stupid.
I'm dehydrated and a little hungover. I got home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Woo. I was home at 3 o'clock. I was drunk. I fell asleep at like 9:30.
Oh yeah, no, I left Portland at midnight after drinking and doing a show.
You had such a better. All I did was run DM on a D&D session, and I got fucking hammered off tequila. And
We'll do weekend talk when Jeremiah gets here because I know he had a fucking killer weekend too.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to hear.
Yeah, so
All right.
we'll have some.
Slock that fucking intro, and then we'll talk some bullshit for a while.
Hit it, buddy.
Oh, I wanted you to do it. You
I
haven't
don't.
done it.
No, I don't know how to fucking do it.
My bad.
This is also my first episode with like all three of us as regular hosts. Don't give me responsibility.
I'm so scared so
I don't know
fast.
who the fuck I am.
Do you know who I am?
I hit
I'm
my weed pen on an empty stomach in the parking lot. I forgot I was doing a podcast.
Okay, I'll do the fucking intro and I'll tell you about what happened outside. Welcome to MUSH. Can't build us up, can't break us down. What's up, dude? We're fucking here. Almost all of us are here, but it's not his fault. There's traffic.
2/3. Yeah, there's some idiot that wrecked in the HOV lane. Everyone had to stop and look at it.
I always feel so fucking guilty when I'm like, you piece of shit. You're making me late on their worst day of their life, probably.
I know, yeah, they just totaled their financed car.
They probably didn't even have insurance or liability.
Dude,
They're fucked.
100%. Oh.
That's where Hughes comes in and he's like, bazinga.
That would be hilarious if he was quiet for that long.
Hughes zinger. What the? Oh yeah. So I didn't know that was your car outside.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
But
I will say I parked next to it and I immediately thought I should move away. And then I saw you get in it and I was like, oops.
yeah, I guess we'll briefly kind of talk about. I'll give you details off air. But yeah, my car got broken into. And all they stole was my longboard and my skateboard.
Damn, dude, some fucking skaters got you.
Dude, no, it's homeless people. But
Like
there was
Ninja Turtles?
there was $50 in cash in my center console. They could have stolen my car. My car's so shitty. They just took the skateboard. They're like, this is the only mode of
moves
transportation.
better with four wheels than that piece of shit.
Like, we'd much rather have this.
They're like, ew, paint job sucks on this thing.
Yeah, so I've never seen this before. They tried to break the back like passenger door window,
Yeah.
and it didn't break. They hit it 4 times, and it's like laminated. So
How do you know the amount?
because I can see every time they hit it, they like walloped on it with
You
something.
didn't stop them?
I wasn't there.
Oh.
I'll show you later. Like there's like puncture marks in it.
Yeah.
But it's like laminated like a windshield, so
Yeah.
it's not safety glass. It didn't shatter, which seems unsafe.
Yeah.
But it did keep them out of my car for a little bit longer. Yeah, and then
just
they hit
long enough.
They hit the big window in the back, and it just,
That's fucking crazy.
dude. Yeah, I was like, I walked out, I saw that, I was like, fuck.
That's what I get for skating in my 30s.
Well, yeah, dude, 100%. And now I'm like worried about it too because I just started an insurance policy with comprehensive coverage like the day before.
Yeah. Oh,
So I'm
so they're
like,
gonna think you're up to something.
Dude, 100%. They're
They're
gonna be
like,
like,
that's a $50 coverage. Do you sure you haven't done this before, Mr. Foster?
which I haven't. Obviously, check my records.
Well, if
I
it makes you
don't have insurance.
If this makes it any better, I have an extra skateboard if you want it.
I might take you up on that
Yeah, I
because
got
they
two
took
of them.
Yeah, they took my longboard and my skateboard.
This time you got to put it somewhere safe because now you know what they're after.
Dude, of all the things in that car,
If you see some fucking homeless dude manualing down your block,
bro,
I tackle him.
legitimately like I was going to spend the rest of the day. So it's a very unique skateboard. It's got bright pink grip tape.
Yeah.
And I was gonna spend the rest of the day just finding homeless people with skateboards and be like, "Let me see that fucking grip tape, dude." I was gonna find my skateboard. I was so upset.
Dude, it's so tempting to hunt. I don't know how you are, but when people steal, if anybody steals from me, it's like vendetta. And my nature from my old neighborhood comes back in, and I'm like, so this is my paranoia. I don't tell a lot of people about this. Everything I have is marked in a way that only I know.
Yep.
Everything has an inventory in my apartment. I know everything I have. So when they come and fucking scout my apartment, you know, the inspection, I take pictures of the whole place. So if anything's moved even a little, I'm like, why did y'all touch my DVD rack?
my dead media rack.
And so yesterday I was fucking trying to get stuff together for D&D, and I was like, oh, I got to grab, something. And I was like, do you mind getting up? And they're like, why? And I'm like, that's no reason. And I reached underneath something and pulled out the thing I was looking for. And they're like, why is that under there? And I'm like, well, if anybody breaks in, you think they're going to look under here? Like, I have shit hidden all over my apartment.
It's just like a bag of D20s.
Yeah, it's my good dice, dude. Can't risk somebody getting those. Man, they're going to put their luck all over it. Even if I get them back, they're ruined.
That's so funny. Dude, I get that way. My truck got broken into a couple of years ago, and they stole a bunch of shit, but they also stole my AirPods, and I could track those. Oh. And like, I tracked it to this homeless camp. I showed up, and I was like, yo, I'll be back here at 5 when I'm off work, and I'm going to air this bitch out if you guys don't give me my shit back. And then I was at work all day on Find My iPhone, just watching them go places with my AirPods seething. And then, like, Apple devices, you can, like, brick something immediately. Yeah. So they were in lost mode. They couldn't use them. And I know they tried to because it was, like, attempting to pair. And I was like, nah, dude, fuck you. You're not pairing this to your fucking Obama phone,
If I
bitch.
ever get rich enough, I'm leaving AirPods places and just blocking them so people get frustrated. And it's like...
I watched them, like, go to the casino. And then they were, like, hanging out, like, fucking some, like, slum city gas station. I was like, all right, cool. And then I get home and I was like, all right, I'm going to go fucking find these motherfuckers. And they were back down the street. So I showed up and I was like, y'all got 5 minutes to start talking or we're going to have problems. And then the dude like lied to my face and then he ended up giving them to me. And I was like, give me your shoes. and I hung his shoes over a fucking telephone pole. I was like,
that's usually where you do that.
Don't steal my shit.
You usually put shoes on those so that way people know there's drugs in the neighborhood. So somebody there is going to get there and be like, so any drugs? And they're like, no, some guy took them.
No, just
an angry white fella.
Just a guy who really doesn't like people who break the windows in his car.
Yeah. Turns out people don't like that. They get upset.
Dude, it was crazy though. Like, I'm like kind of friendly with half the people who lived in that camp now because all of them were like, yo, like, don't bring fucking heat to the camp. Like, there's like honor. Yeah. among the homeless.
There, you saw a guy with a vest. You're like, is that Aladdin? Yeah, honor amongst thieves.
The king of thieves. No, he was like, there's this one guy in particular. I was like, yo, like, I'm just here looking for my shit. And he stands up. He's like, all right, which one of you bitch ass motherfuckers stole his shit? I fucking hate a thief. He's like screaming. I was like, this dude's about as mad as I. Do you want a gun, man? Do you want to help me find these guys? Like, he was mad.
And then local man arms homeless with guns says there's honor amongst them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you make friends with them, and like I try to be nice to them. Also, it's my neighborhood. I want people to fucking, I don't want to have to worry. So like, I fucking the same dude I saw like 2 weeks later, and he had a car that like wasn't running. That was like marked for tow. He was trying to get out of there. And the same motherfucker broke his windshield, or his window. I was like, do you want some tape and some plastic? I've got somebody. And then I like gave him a jump start. And he's like, every time I see him now, I see him occasionally, and he'll just dap me up. And like, I forget that I'm friends with a homeless guy. So I was on a date one time, and he was like, oh, what's up, big dog? I was like, what's up, dude? And I like dapped him up. And my date was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like,
I used to live there.
Oh, dude, my fault. I forgot that I'm homies with a bum. Yeah.
That's the fucked up part is like most of them are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Until they're like, that's why you don't have a home. That's right. They get a little fucking nuts. Back in my old neighborhood, there was a lot of cool guys. They would buy us beer and shit. So we were like always friendly with them. And then one day they would just flip out. And we'd see them beating the shit out of a cactus, and we'd be like, that's right. I forgot about that part of you.
Dude, so I was in Portland this weekend. I did Helium for the first time, which was a fucking sick club. But it's in a rough part of Portland. Like,
was that where we saw David Tell?
Maybe. You see him in Portland?
Yeah, I saw him in Portland. Sorry, I
thought you were there. I wasn't there. Yeah, it was probably Portland.
Yeah.
Or Helium, yeah, because that's like the A club there.
Yeah.
So it's
city
rough.
background. Yeah, the neighborhood's sketchy. There's people peeing everywhere.
Oh yeah, it smells like a toilet outside.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Gets bad.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find parking, and I didn't know that there was a staff lot that comics could park in. So I'm like 6 blocks down. Trying to find somewhere to fucking park my car.
Safe enough.
Yeah, well, just somewhere because it's literally nothing. It's all street parking except for that staff lot and then a bunch of like tow away lots. And Portland's kind of a weird city, anyways, as far as like roads go.
Isn't that their thing? Keep it weird.
100%. Yeah. But I'm like, I park my car, I lock it, and I'm walking up to the club, and there's this homeless guy who's laying like in front of an industrial garage, and he's just screaming. He's just like, I'm gonna find the vice president. I'm gonna eat his fucking face.
Damn right.
Dude. And I was like, all right, dude, hell yeah, good for you. And he looks at me and he goes, hey, are you gay? And I was like, yo, chill, dude.
Yeah.
I understand I'm wearing a shirt with flowers on it, but fucking relax.
Yeah,
I'm
tell
still the
anybody.
straightest looking guy in Portland right now.
Well, that's debatable.
Brother, have you been to Portland recently?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Dude, I think I met every conservative in Portland this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. So I was working with Josh Firestein, and about 50% of his crowd is like,
Oh yeah,
relatively
he's
conservative.
really big into the politics shit.
yeah, well, because he's on Hey, there he
Hey,
is.
look at this guy. Micro dick. What's up?
Cock in the house.
Yeah. Oh, we match, buddy. Sit down, get comfy. Oh, you're getting crunk. Got the club going up on a Sunday, bringing in a high nizzle.
Seltzer. Just
You got
seltzer.
a high noon? High noon?
No,
vodka.
it's just seltzer water.
Oh.
I'm on a new diet. That's all I'm doing. I don't drink regular. What's up? Oh yeah, hell yeah. I don't eat food anymore. I just drink seltzer water. That's what I do.
Well, you
Oh,
came in
sorry.
you came in just in time. I was talking about Portland this weekend.
Oh yeah, lay it on me.
Yeah.
Lay it on the people. How we doing, by the way? What's up, assholes? Sorry I'm late. We'll
you're
get into
good.
it later.
We
But,
defended you.
I heard
Uh-uh.
you were laughing at an accident, so you didn't make it in time.
Yeah, it was. This doesn't even fit. That's the story
dude,
of my
I
life. Look
have
how
been
loose
there,
that
brother.
is, dude. Oh my god.
Almost big enough is what they
by
call
the
me.
way, it is seltzer. Okay, so
That's like an alcoholic-free seltzer?
yeah, it's alcohol-free, high noon.
Yeah, they just call that seltzer, dude. they
seltzer,
make those.
I thought those were just called mixers.
You're drinking a chaser, you
Yeah,
fucking nerd.
gross,
Crispin
dude.
doesn't understand Sprite's its own thing.
Whenever somebody gives me medicine, I'm like, what kind of tequila is this? They're like, that's just Advil. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
yeah, my
Advil. It's a pill. Taking shots of
It's all
pills.
crushed up, dude.
my grandma hit me with like the worst burn I've ever had drinking alcohol. Cause like I started drinking gin because my grandpa likes Tanqueray.
I
And-
thought that you just drank gin because you like Snoop Dogg when you were younger.
No, it was because my grandpa, dude. Like he used to give
Like
me the
lottie-dottie.
little olives out of his martinis and stuff, and that's why I like green olives too. It was just a bonding thing, you know. Like,
He's giving you boozy olives at the age of 7?
fuck yeah.
Dude, your grandpa rocks.
Yeah, Grandpa Bob is the best, dude. Yeah, that was who I posted on a boat where it was like,
That was so funny.
Grandpa Bob rules, dude. He's the best. He was a good influence in my life, man. And so I drink Tanqueray because of him, because I wanted to be like him. And
Dude, I want to be like him too. I want to be posted on a boat like that.
Grandpa Bob rules. Anyway, so I was taking a shot of Tanqueray with my grandpa, or I was like, and she was like, I had like cranberry back or whatever,
Yeah.
chaser, if you will. And she was like, "Oh,
Chaser,
hon."
I barely even know her.
She was, she was like,
her if I
"Oh,
will."
yeah, catch her if I can." Check out my new porn, catch her if I can. Yeah, no, but I was like taking a shot in front of her, and she was like, "Oh, honey, if you need a palate cleanse, change alcohols." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, that was the classiest way of calling me a pussy I've ever heard in my
Dude,
life."
she's saying chase your Jack with Jim, brother.
Yeah.
Your
Chase
grandma
your
rides
dreams.
hard.
Yeah, dude, my fucking
She's like, ask your grandpa.
I gotta tell you guys about this Portland situation.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
So-
so much fun. So
Catch
yeah,
you up on the story. He had to
Yeah.
park like 6 blocks away. He got asked if he was gay.
yeah, a homeless
Obviously,
guy. A homeless guy
yes.
was like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "Yeah, buddy."
like you've seen the podcast.
I was like, "Hey, Mush fan, let's go."
Yeah, what's up? So
yeah,
how you doing, Doug? No, I'm kidding.
Fuck it, dude. I want to tell my story.
No, go for it, Fatty.
No, yeah. So we did the B room at Helium. It's called the Neon Room. It's like a 100-seater. Really fun, super fun club. Great staff, by the way.
So that's their 6th Ave.
Yeah. It's their 6th and Proctor. But I mean, super fun staff. It was hot all weekend, like 100-something degrees.
Oh, I thought you meant like a hot crowd. I was like, nice.
We'll get to that. But yeah, like, dude, Saturday I was down there with Josh Firestein and Narin Van, who Narin was just on last week, and I'm like, Saturday I'm sitting there and Narin texts me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go to this like food truck festival thing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And we 101 degrees, the hottest.
I still don't believe Narin Van's real, by the way.
Real?
I don't
Like
think
a real
he's
name?
real. Like I don't think I think he is a figment of all of our imaginations together.
It's my
I
favorite.
don't think he's
imagination.
real. Like have you ever touched him?
Yeah.
No.
I know
touched
he's
him
not in my
several
imagination.
times.
I don't think it's I think he's a hologram or something, dude.
If he was in my
He's
imagination,
everywhere
he
and
would have
nowhere.
touched me.
All right.
Anyways,
I'm so trying to derail the story anyway. I can.
I know you are.
Get fucking moving along, asshole.
We go to this fucking food truck convention, and it's 101 degrees, and we're just standing in a parking lot sweating our asses off. So we ended up driving around Portland for a little while, and at one point, Narin sees this, like, on his, because he's got a Tesla, so he's got that big screen.
Oh, yeah.
And he sees this, this like, dot on a map, and it's some, like, mansion. It says something mansion. He's like, let's go check this thing out. And we pull up to it. It's this teeny tiny, like, it's like a small house stacked on top of a small house. It's a townhouse at best. And he's like, that's not a mansion. That thing stinks. And all of us at the same time are just like, roll the window down and just go, boo. So the Saturday early show.
Somebody inside was like, no.
I know, dude. We were just driving around Portland booing things. It was a lot of fun. And then, the karma came back to me because Saturday early show, I opened my set talking about how I used to live in Arizona. And like 4 dudes booed it, and I was like, okay. And then I go into my like chunk about like having autism, and I was like, do you guys know about Love on the Spectrum? And this guy goes, boo. And I was like, you just boo retards, dude. You can't do that.
Boo heavy crowd, man.
Dude, it was just this one guy. He ended up getting kicked out.
Yeah, that fucking makes sense.
He was being a rowdy boy.
Jeez.
But yeah, but the food truck festival food was fucking killer. All of us were like borderlining heat stroke by the end of it. We were there for like an hour, and we were like, yeah, fuck this. Let's go to a gas station and get something to eat. And then
just enjoy the AC.
dude, it was weird the whole weekend. We got to the gas station. Some lady's gas tank was like hanging off of her car. And then some other guy came in and didn't understand that his card was only authorizing for 22 cents. And he was like yelling at this Asian lady who worked at the gas station about their fucking gas pump not working. He's like, I paid you $50. And she's like, you paid me 22 cents. You get 3 drops of gas. It was ridiculous.
Did you let him scream at the lady, or did you tell him to chill out?
You step up.
I'm always pro like, hey, bro.
He wasn't screaming at her, but he was like not getting it.
Yeah.
And then she also wasn't being helpful.
I've numerous times in my life, because I've worked retail for a while, been that guy where like there's been numerous times where a guy, for example, this happened in a Cricket Wireless. I was paying Lexi's bill at a Cricket Wireless. I'm a big baller, all right? So
$30.
yeah, $30 a month. So I'm in there to give him 25 because that's all I got. No.
Lowering her plan every time you pay it.
This dude's in here with like they're like a hillbilly tweaker couple, and they're like, and I guess like a deal that they wanted expired the day before, and the person's like, I can't do anything for you, and they're like literally flipping out, and the guy like is like looking around audaciously and looks back at me and goes, "Can you believe this?" I go, "I can't believe you, dude." And he goes, "What?" And I'm like, "You are fucking screaming at someone at work, and you're being an asshole." Yeah. And he looked back at her. He's like, "I'm not being an asshole." And she was like, and I'm like, "She can't say you're being an asshole. You're being a fucking asshole, dude. And you need to be nice or leave." Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so fucking sorry," and like walked it back. And it's like I've done that like 3 or 4 times. Where like if they looked at me like, "Am I right?" And I'm like, "No, dude, you're wrong. Stop."
Isn't it
like,
weird that sometimes you gotta tell somebody you're kind of being a cunt? They're like, "What?"
It's so crazy that like I'm an adult. And a lot of my life as an adult is telling other adults to behave. Yeah. It's like, dude, knock it off. That's what I do at work. That's what I do on stage.
You are a
That's
hall
like,
monitor.
I'm a hall monitor.
Yeah, he's got
in the hall.
It's your wallet folds open. It's got a badge.
It's just a passport, and I put a fucking sheriff star sticker
show
on
of your life. Just call it Life on the Spectrum. It's like Jeremiah Hughes' story.
It's just construction paper you cut into a really bad store.
Is that laminated? Yeah,
why is
right,
it green? It's supposed to be yellow. That's all I had.
That's so funny.
Citizen's arrest, bitch.
You have a hall pass? Get out of here.
Yeah, Portland fucking ripped. Helium's a killer club. What did you do this weekend, dude? How was your fucking...
Oh, it was great. A bunch of stuff about this weekend. I had my first feature weekend at TCC.
Woo! Hit that applause button, baby.
Yeah, don't. That's so loud.
Please don't do it.
I didn't even know there was a button.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun, man. I opened for this person, this comedian named Shelly Belly. And you know, when you do these like, when they give you a first gig, you're like, all right, this is probably going to be a rugged show. They're giving you a real low stakes situation, most of the time bark. And so I didn't know what to expect. Shelly Belly fucking kills, dude. She is so fucking funny. and she's like from South Carolina. She's like 63 and just sweet as pop. Maybe she's 57. She'd hate me if I said the wrong age.
But she looks 40.
She's
She
26.
Great. And yeah, she's super dirty, funny, and like just really fun and a great person and good energy. Like I saw her handle a heckler in our late show last night. The best way I've ever seen someone handle a heckler. Like someone kept talking to her and she just goes and like turns her back to her.
That's so
Like,
funny.
because it was like stage right, so she just turns really hard left and is like, I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a while. And like, because that was one of the rowdiest crowds I've had at TCC, dude.
Was it that table that's right fucking there, stage right?
Stage right.
Dude, that table's a problem.
It's a yapping table.
energy
It's
table.
either a yapping table or it's two ladies sitting like this.
That was
entire
left.
time.
That was
Dude,
left.
It
yeah.
happens every time I'm at Sixth and Proctor.
Says something about your act. Anyway,
You've seen it happen.
No, it happens.
It's like crushing with the whole room, and there's some lady who's just like, I don't like this.
the first show on the
These are
first
free
night,
tickets.
there was a lady that had like tears in her eyes, sad the entire show.
What?
And so I
Damn,
walked
dude.
out while the headliner was on because I was like, if she's killing, then I'm gonna feel really bad about myself because it looked like she was gonna burst into tears my entire set. And I kept like looking at her throughout my set to see if she was laughing, and she just has her face covered like this, and her eyes are all watery and like looked like she'd been crying. And I was like, fuck, man. If I say one more dead person joke, she might burst into tears, you know?
Dude.
And so I popped my head out while Shelly Belly's on because the entire crowd is just pushing each other in the bushes, spitting beer out on each other, laughing.
Ripping and roaring.
And I look
ranch
over there and she's
everywhere.
doing this. And I go, okay, thank God. She's going to kill herself tonight. Thank
yeah,
God.
yeah.
And it's not going to be my fault.
She was just listening to Sarah McLachlan in the car earlier. That's all that was.
That late show last night, though, was one of the rowdiest shows I've ever had. And, like, bless his heart, where there was, like, a new security guy or whatever. And he just was like, this is all he'd do to, like, people yelling at us. He'd go, hey. And I was like, dude, you need to go on the table and go, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, the only
Kiss him on
person
the forehead.
Yeah.
the only person that can get away with a hey and then like a finger is Brian.
Brian. So
And that's because Brian's 6'9"
Bro.
and will pick you up by the scruff of your neck and throw you out.
So there was this is like a saga, so I could drop it back to you guys. I don't want to hog, but like
Hog it up, baby.
there was this saga over the weekend where Shelly Belly is such a great person, and then I won't say who, but there was like another headliner in the hotel with her, and let's just say very different people, right? And so to where when you were like, oh, you and so were hanging, I'll tell you guys after, but
No,
like,
dude,
wait,
no.
you guys, no, I can't, I trust
Okay,
me.
all right.
Yeah.
He starts wiping his lips. Believe me, you guys.
I just get killed in like 2 days. You're like, oh fuck, he was talking about Diddy.
That's why he was so shiny.
Yeah, no, just Diddy was at the Hotel Moreno. No, anyway, so
We're gonna see a video.
They were-
He was getting his ass kicked in an elevator. I told you he was there.
He's covered in baby oil.
He's trying to get away. Floor's so
with-
slippery.
I come out with my eyeballs like dinner plates. I'm like, I think I'm gay now.
If not, I want to be.
That was awesome.
He made me fuck Cassidy. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Guys, I
wanted
got a
to
new
fuck
album.
him. I'd rather. Yeah. Anyway, no. So they were. I guess they had an altercation at the hotel, and this person told Shelly Belly the only way you're gonna make it in show business is if you suck a dozen dicks.
That's
and
a
she
lot.
took that so offensively. And so after our show, she's like, we're going downtown to watch him because he sold out every single night. I guess he didn't. First of all, lied. Didn't sell out.
No.
He didn't bonus one night.
No, I used to work for the club.
Yeah.
I've seen his numbers.
Yeah. So, and also, so like when I show up, every single staff member is like, why are you here? Well, first of all, it feels good because every time I show up, like I get the what's up, you know, it's
Yeah.
like the family treatment. But every single person's like, why are you here to see this guy? And I'm like, no, I'm just bringing the other headliner. They hate each other, so she wants to see him.
Oh, that's fun, dude. That's fun. Did,
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
did he bomb? Did he bomb his tits off?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh,
it was
good.
like, so you brought up Brian.
Yeah.
And so
I saw
poor Brian, dude. He was walking around sweating.
Yeah, he
And
said he kicked out
hated it.
like 15 people.
Yeah, he hated last night, dude. And like he's the best security guard I've ever seen, you know?
No, he's the
And
man.
He's the man. And he was working, dude. And he was like, he looked at me and he was just like, I took last year off on this guy for a fucking reason, and I'm taking next week off, so I can't take this week off, and I'm gonna fucking. And I was like, easy, big fella. You know,
don't
need a
bite
hug?
me.
Yeah. And it was so funny because I was like standing next to him and I was like casually like leaning in to talk to him. And I looked over, I'm like, oh, I'm at his nipple right now. That's I was literally up to here on him.
kissed
Yeah.
him.
It was crazy.
Every time he hugs me, I feel like my father's there again.
Yeah. So I gotta go get the spiel from all the different staff members about how shitty this guy is, and then I gotta drive Shelly Belly back, and then I gotta be like, ooh, there's such a piece of shit, you know. And then we gotta like shit talk a little bit. That was fun. So we had a bonding moment.
That's so fun.
She's
dude.
like my comedy auntie now, dude.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
great.
She rules.
There's nothing better than talking shit about somebody you both don't like, and you're like, I don't usually do this, but let me tell you what I fucking heard.
By the way, he sucks. Yeah.
By the way, I heard from the bartender that
He drinks hot Dr.
she's like,
Pepper.
ooh, interesting. Just being nasty with a stranger. That's so much fun.
Yeah, dude. It was a lot of fun. And then that she had obviously like a audience, right? Because everyone was coming out for her. So it's all like the first night I got so nervous because it was all white-haired old ladies with their old husbands.
Oh, that's adorable.
Every single show was the youngest person there, and I'm 31. So it was like 40 plus people, 40 plus age people.
What is her like? What's her drop? What's her credit? Is she like an AGT comic or?
She was on Netflix, and she's like really big on social media. So every single person
dude, I
that
bet
talked
she's
to her,
crushing Facebook, huh?
TikTok and Instagram, I think.
Dude, old people are getting
Interesting.
into TikTok, and Instagram's
I-
becoming the older like crowd thing.
I guess, yeah, I guess old people are crushing TikTok, huh? That's pretty.
are, yeah.
I mean, good for her though. That's sick.
No, and dude, people will come up to her and been like, I've been following you for 3 years. Like, I've heard that more than 4 dozen times. Like, she has a fat fan base. And I ain't saying weight-wise, but like huge wide reaching. But the thing with that fan base is like they love dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Because she's like a dirty comic. Really funny, dirty comic. And so when I was up there, they almost didn't want to hear clean jokes. So I just did all my filthy material every night, and it was fucking awesome, dude. Because I was like, penis queef, and they're like, bah! Dude. And I was like,
I do
vagina
that.
dab. I looked at you, and they're like, oh, shit. You know, like it was all hitting. It was so much fun.
I had that exact same situation this weekend where like it wasn't so much dirty, but they wanted me to swear. And so like I would start like being clean because I'm hosting and I'm trying to be a good boy. But also I didn't have any rules. It's kind of nice. They didn't give me any reins. I was like, what do you guys need from me? You have any host notes? And they're like, go up there and rip. Also, you can sell merch. And I was like, let's go, baby. Let's go. And like
Helium rules.
helium fucking rules, dude.
Yes.
But like I was
It's a gas. I'm aghast.
Galaxy gas. It's Portland, baby.
Yeah, nitrous oxide.
But yeah, I would if I said fuck, they were just bah! And I was like, all right, dude, hell yeah, let's go.
And just hitting that hack button.
Yeah,
Fuck,
100%, dude.
Your
C-word,
joke
F-word.
doesn't hit at the end. You're just like, yeah, fuck. And they're like, yeah.
Anyway, you guys hear? I have this new bit called the 7 words you can't say on TV.
So, anyways, I was
Shit, piss, fuck.
anyways, I'm fucking autistic. Yeah,
Oh yeah. No, they said a shocking word. Yeah.
no, they loved it. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, that was like kind of what I was gonna go for. Is like different audiences loved. Like that was Josh's audience,
Yeah.
right? And so like different audiences like different things, and like a lot of people that were there to see Shelly, because Shelly Belly has like a southern accent,
Yeah.
like a thick one. And so like she'd be like, oh, thank you. And then the other person would be like, it's so good to see you. And I'm like, is she talking to herself? And I turn around and there's like, she's talking to someone with the same voice as her. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. But anyway, so this is like, so I have that bit about like, you know, I've been with my lady for a long time, so I flirt with dudes to joke
yeah.
around. I've never had that joke slam on its brakes before, like it was gonna rear end somebody. Like the crowd was like falling out of their chairs, they're having so much fun. And I'm like, this is gonna kill, you know, because there was like a ugly old guy like right there. I was gonna say, what's up, handsome, too, you know, and I was like, this is gonna do great. And then it went, ah! They were like, oh fuck no, dude. I said that I flirted with dudes for fun, and you could hear a pin drop in the room.
Gay.
And then not even that, they just were like, ew. And they were like, really?
They're like, you know, you're a guy.
Like, it would have been like if I was like, yeah, I have AIDS. And then, you know how it would like shut things down, or like say something like, you know, like, because I used to talk about like Hep C.
Yeah.
And it just shut the room down, like, because it was disgusting to
They're like,
people.
oh shit, Jesus
Yuck,
Christ. Yeah.
you know, like yucky shut down. and I said that I flirt with dudes, and it yucky shut down the room.
That's crazy.
And I was like, and I dug into it, and I was like, you know, you look good, handsome. And then it got like, you know how like if someone rips like a slur on stage, you can feel the energy come out.
Yeah,
that was their slur.
You vacuumed the room.
It went. Whoop, and I went.
You gave a guy a surface level compliment, and they were like, absolutely
They
not.
went from like, we love this guy to actually we don't really like him very much.
Actually, I don't want to shake your hand after the show.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
They
like,
were
he probably does have AIDS.
I saw like 3 arms cross immediately, and I was like, oh, they're shutting down. And so I had to be like, yo, what just happened? You know, like obviously, dude. First of all, obviously I'm kidding. Second of all, that was a crazy reaction. And then they started like laughing again. And then I just fucking moved on. Like I just changed the sub. Like luckily it was enough of a transition to where like people didn't really think much of it.
Your next show, you're like, I love pussy, guys.
Bro, I was sitting there and I was thinking like, you know, as like a straight guy, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, that was the first time that someone ever genuinely for a half a second was like, wait, he's gay? I don't like him anymore.
That's so funny.
I was like, oh shit. You know, like I felt like I had to like shower.
You
and
just
I
got
felt
back in the
judged,
closet
like,
real quick. You're like, never mind, guys.
Corky was there, you know, and then Andreas was working and stuff. And then I told Dre about it, and they were like, yeah. And I was like, brother, I'm sorry, because that shit was crazy. You know, like
old people who are crushing fucking Facebook and Instagram reels, dude. Yeah, they're getting fired up by Tucker Carlson and they're watching Shelly Belly.
That was the first show of the first weekend of the first show, first night.
Yeah.
And let's just say I didn't do that bit again the rest of the night, and I did great. You know, well, I did great that set too. But you know, it was that weird thing where it was like different audiences thing. It would be like if you were like opening for a super woke comic and you said retard, and everyone would be like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was that moment.
That's their N-word.
Yeah, I ripped an N-word on stage, and they were like, "Yo,
dude!" I had that. So it was.
You should have just said the N-word. They probably would
no, I
have
would
back fast.
have started a goddamn rally, dude. It would have been a problem.
I had that happen with my suicide joke on the Late Show last night.
Suicide can be like that.
It crushed every other show. They were with me on it, and like I do the setup, and I felt like I got like a chuckle or two, and I was like, I don't think you guys are following me. And they rocked with the first punchline. And then I did the second one, and they were gone again. I was like, "Well, we're gonna pivot from this one,
guys. I didn't do it. I'm here."
Yeah, no, late show Saturdays are always kind of wonky, you know.
Yeah.
And that one was a weird one. I was up there fighting for my goddamn life, and then Gavin Howes came and did a he did a little guesty.
I told him to.
Yeah, there was a couple of
shout out Gavin Howes. We love you, baby.
Yeah, there's a couple of open micers from the area who came down to do mics in Portland, which, by the way, good for them. Yeah. Like that's the shit you should be doing when you're that early into comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hit up Josh, which
do you remember our bomb sesh through Portland not too many moons ago?
Fucking furious.
Yeah, dude, we just started hanging out and I was like, dude, we should go rip Portland. And so we rode down and it was like the first time he ever saw me do bad, and I just fucking ate shit three times in a row.
No, I felt bad because I did okay, and then we went another time, and then I fucking bombed through, and he did great.
That's what happened to Gavin.
We had to cheer each other up on the way back at different occasions. We're like, yeah, it was good, buddy. They just didn't get you. You're still a good guy. That's a good bit. Don't give it up on it.
That's so funny, dude. So you told Gavin to hit up Josh.
Yeah.
Gavin hit up Narin, and Narin told him hit up Josh, and so he hits up Josh, and Josh is like, yeah, you can come do a guest set. That's fine. And he goes, can I do the Late Show? Is that cool? And Josh looks at me, and he just goes, never mind. And then closes his phone, and he starts laughing his ass. He's fucking with him. He starts laughing his ass off, and Gavin goes, understandable. He's like, nah, dude, I'm kidding. I'll see you at the Late Show. I was like, dude, good for you for still fucking with new comics.
Yeah.
He's like, Josh has always been that way. He's been that way since I started comedy.
When I sent him that message asking for a spot, I knew he was gonna say something shitty back because in a funny way, you know. And I was like, I wonder what it's gonna be. And he was like, "You're not diverse." He said, "What did he say?"
I said, "I don't think you're diverse enough for my crowd." Yeah, dude. Yeah, we were laughing about that. By the way, he totally understood.
Yeah,
we had a whole conversation about it because I was like, "Yeah, dude, like Jeremiah got to do the fucking his first feature week," and he's like, "Yeah, he should be doing that." I was like, "Yeah, he's real cut up about not being able to be here." He's like, "For no money? What are you talking about?"
because it's helium, dude.
Yeah,
you know, that's a big deal. And then you got to meet like the manager, you got inducted, you got to show them what you can do. That's a big deal, man. If it was a host thing at TCC, I might have passed it up, dude. That getting into the new places is big, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, they're like I said, I know I'm sucking Helium's dick, but fantastic staff.
Dude, Helium rules.
There's
There's a
the
reason why they're an
best.
A+ grade club.
They're the #1 chain in the country.
Sorry, Bark. I mean, I love you.
No. Bark's #2. They're
Yeah.
the second largest. But I mean, now they kiss. Now they merge. They're friends. It's such a fun room. The staff was all great. They stagger their shows from the big room and the small room, so there's never like shows going on at the exact same time.
Smart.
So the staff came down from the big room and came and watched us for the second show last night. It was super cool. They're all hung out. Like at the end of it, we're like standing there because they do merch a little weird. They do merch on the stage because it's such a small room. They don't have like a designated merch area. And we're standing on stage and we're like, there's a bunch of people here. Oh, no, that's a Helium shirt. That's a Helium shirt. There's like 12 staff members. So we're just like, all right, we'll just hang out with the staff for a little while.
Yeah.
They just hang. They all talk to us. They're all like, hey, you guys are great.
That's what it's all about.
It's so fun to hang out with staff when they're not working because then you realize how fucking cool they all are.
Yeah.
They're all badass.
Dude, the guy that did sound, I think his name was, I feel bad. I think his name was Jesus. First of all, he's wearing a Ian Fidance shirt. So I was like, that's sick, dude. You're the man.
Yep.
And they do walk-up music, which was fun.
Sick.
Yeah, so I did The Boys Are Back in Town for the first show.
Just getting the crowd riled up.
Well, I mean, it's a running joke that Josh and I and Naren all do. Every time we do shows together, we like someone plays that song at some point. So I was like, oh, that's funny. And he's like, you have to do it now. And then I switched it to fucking Turnstile for the second one. And so I told the sound guy, and he was like, good fucking song. Hell yeah, let's go. And like, they'll play the song for you for a minute. They've got the green rooms like right off the stage.
You
so
come
you
up
walk
dancing
out.
like you're on Ellen.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's just robot.
Yep, 100%, 100%. But like
He's doing the worm.
they have the green room right next to the stage, so you have a door that just walks right on stage, which is super sick.
That's the way the main room is, too.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, you know what? You're
quiet.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fucking such a sick weekend, dude.
All right. Anyway, Crispin, sorry.
No,
We've been yapping. Dude.
We've been-
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm listening. This
I
is
wanna,
fun.
I want to hear about fucking Chicago.
Oh, Chicago was
Yeah,
a fucking
come on, lay
blast,
it on
dude.
me. You had a whole adventure,
All right.
and we're over here talking about a show. Come
Yeah,
on.
but the
did
shows
you
are
go
great.
to O Block?
We're
Yes or
shitty.
no?
Yeah.
No, dude. So if I would have known, I would have been there. But I took the tourist route. So I got the big bus fucking tour, grabbed a bottle of tequila, and I was like, let my adventure begin.
Let's go.
And I
You just got crunk on the tour bus, dude?
Yeah, I
Love
got
it.
a hammer,
Love it.
dude.
Love
no,
it.
so
Love
what
it.
ended up happening is I got on the bus and I found out I'm not good. Like I need to know where I'm going or I'll lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So I planned routes through the tour because it takes you to all these different spots. You just jump on, jump off. My first goal was to get a bag. I get there, they're like, you can have up to 4. And I was like, why? And they're like, yeah, I don't know. And I was like, sweet, I'll take 3 because I'm not greedy.
A bag?
Yeah, it's like a free bag.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
that you
I was
get
like,
with the
you're
tour.
getting a little blow.
Oh, no, yeah. I started slamming rails
I
in
was
the
like,
back.
damn, dude, he got a little tequila in him, and he's just gonna start ripping lines
I
on
was
the
like, do you
tour
have any
bus.
spoons by chance? Metal, preferably.
The boys are off the way.
Yeah, but
You
I,
two both would be a problem if you started doing blow again. Both you
Dude,
guys used to do blow.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
I shouldn't leave you guys alone. I'll come back and you guys are just sniffing. I'll just fucking.
dude, I'd be gripping this couch right now. I'd be like, God damn, I gotta live.
He'd be trying to fuck me. You'd be calling me gay for him trying to fuck me.
Yeah.
It'd be
Then
crazy.
we'd
I'd
end
have
up
lost
fucking-
my mind when you derailed my story if I was on blow, dude. I'd have
Yeah, dude.
lost it.
Which would have been so much funnier.
Dude, I'd
Yeah.
have spazzed for real.
He would have had this comment, like the sense to move the mic before he attacked. Move your mic real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Can I? No.
Not hold these.
hey, take your cans off real fast, man. I gotta beat the shit out of you now.
Take your shoes off. I don't want to get them dirty. They're nice.
I'm always the one that's like, if you were to say it, I'm like, all right. You know, like, and those are always the people you should worry about. If you're like, I'm going to kick your ass, I'm like, okay. Fine.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Come kick my ass.
I
You're
have
like,
multiple times-
Fuck, even if I win, that's going to be really sad. You know, like.
I've multiple times ended fights by taking my glasses off because someone's like, I'm gonna fight you, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, oh,
Word?
you're
You don't care? All right, that's terrifying.
this is not great for me. This guy has been wanting this for too long.
You start taking
yearning.
off your sunglasses. You're like, brother, once you fight your dad, no one else scares you.
Taking my earrings out, having someone hold them.
Yeah.
He's like handing his phone. He's like, record this. This is gonna be great.
Hey, hold my wallet in case I go to jail.
But yeah, anyway, so I fucking jump on the bus. I get my free bag, and then my next goal was to go get a butterbeer from a Harry Potter fucking place because it's free.
Look at a Harry Potter place in Chicago.
Yeah, it's like a Harry Potter pub. And
What?
it said butterbeer. It turns out there's no fucking beer in it. So I was like,
It's just like butterscotch soda, isn't it?
yeah, it was disappointing.
Ew, dude. I have a new bit about butterscotch. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but the fucking line was like 2 blocks down, and I was like, that's not worth it if there's not alcohol in it. So I went to a liquor store, and speaking of fucking gin, there was a lady there handing out the Ryan Reynolds American gin or whatever.
Aviation.
Yeah, and so
You guys are so in tune with society. I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, well, I only learned about it because of that. But I fucking take a shot. The lady's, I was like, this is really good. Like, my buddy drinks gin all the time. She's like, you want more? I was like, duh.
Yeah.
So she ended up pouring me like 3 shots. And then she's like, do you mind if I grab a picture of you with the bottle and a hat? And I was like, yeah. So I took a picture. She's like, keep the hat. So I got a free hat, got some free bags. I met some guys there, and they're like, Mexican? I'm like, damn right. And they're like, you need tequila. So we go to across the street at a bar, take some shots.
That's how white Chicago is.
I don't know. They were just a group of dudes. I don't know what was going on.
Like, we don't get you up here often.
Yeah, they're like, he's not hedging nothing. He must be off work.
Not white or black. We're in.
Yeah, we're in.
But they were going to some fucking party or something. I don't know. But I was like, I'm here. You know, I can't go do that. I got stuff to do. So take the shot, which seemed like a double. Leave. Pour my fucking thing in my mixer, which you'd call a seltzer, and keep drinking tequila. I end up walking around the city, going to check out places, get some food, and then got back. I was fucking hammered. Ended up taking a nap. I was fucking plastered. It was like 2:00.
How long were you in Chicago for?
So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sunday, I ended up fucking taking a couple of tours around some places. I just what did I do Sunday? Oh, I went to fucking Chinatown and Little Italy. I took a picture for Tony. Yeah, I was like, look, I'm in your fucking home. And had some fucking all right pasta. Drank some more tequila.
In Chinatown or in Little Italy?
Little Italy. And then on my way to Chinatown,
That would have been funny to go to Chinatown and be like, you got pasta over here.
Well, my Uber driver was like talking in Spanish, you know, and I can talk enough to communicate with him. And then he's like, you know, you belong in the barrio. I got to show you where the barrio is. I was like, all right. And I see our route that we're going to just change on his Uber Drive little app. And I'm like, he's not taking me where he's supposed to. And we cut through
on
these
this
weird
episode of MUSH, Crispin gets human trafficked.
Yeah, dude. But he takes me to
Breaking news: Crispin got molested in Chicago.
Yeah, a guy that looked like my uncle. Pop. He fucking took me down this road, and he's like, "This is where it's at. If you want to find the fucking women, you got to go to this restaurant right here." And I was like, "Whatever." He's just talking shit. I look to my right. There's 6 of the most beautiful Latin women I've ever seen in one table. And they're all just like dressed up, taking shots, dude. I was like, this guy knows his shit.
Those might have been prostitutes, brother.
I mean, I would have paid. It wasn't a bad deal.
That would have like made me scared.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Yeah, I was like, this is great.
I would have been like,
Yeah, he showed me all the fucking good restaurants and shit. Before I got to Chinatown, it was a blast.
That is a crazy feeling when you're hanging out with someone you don't know and you find out they're way hornier than you.
oh yeah.
That's such a weird feeling. They're like, yo, dude, come check out this ass. And you're like,
That happens to me so much because I'm not like a hypersexual guy.
Crispin's like, I've been known to jack off once or twice.
Hey, it's late. I'm in my car. I'm driving. Whatever.
I'm driving. How else do you stay awake at a late drive? I just goon on the way home.
I don't bust till I get to my destination because I don't get sleepy.
I smoke weed and watch Netflix. He goons. Which one's worse, folks? People would oddly enough say me.
I'm gonna
That's
get
the
you a
worst one.
fucking bong with a fleshlight on the bottom. You can really enjoy life.
That's the clip. That's awesome.
So funny, dude.
We missed you, Crispin.
Missed
God
you too,
damn.
man.
This is the energy we needed, man.
But yeah,
Ladies and
besides-
gentlemen, Crispy Chicken Sandwich is
Yeah.
back
I
on
don't
the
wanna-
pod.
I don't want to fucking keep the story going too long, but yeah, Chicago was a blast. I loved it there. Didn't
Yeah,
see any
dude.
comedy, unfortunately.
You didn't do any comedy?
No, so I ended up touring the city and I had stuff planned.
What was the occasion? Why are you going? I thought you were going to, fuck around.
Somebody
and do-
had a work convention, you know.
Oh,
and
was
so-
this free
Yes.
trip?
Well, except for the flight. But yeah, and all the alcohol I ended up paying for.
That's worth
Oh,
it.
speaking of fucking which, so I got in trouble for getting too much free shit. So I got the free bags, I got the free hat.
You got in trouble?
I ended up not in trouble, but somebody was giving me shit.
Someone called you out.
Yeah, I got free coins from this tour at a museum that were like little collectible coins. So I got those for free. I ended up meeting this guy at a bar from Louisiana. We were talking shit, and I was like,
Vaughn?
I fucking dude, his attitude was so Theo Vaughnish.
Oh, dang, man. That reminds me of that time, dude, where this guy had passed. But, he wrestled an alligator, got hard on, guess, and now he's sting for alligator boots.
No, I was
That's
like,
a good Theo. That's a good Theo, dude.
I told the guy, I was like, why are you here? He's like, my boss sent me here for some communication seminar because I don't know how to talk to people. that son of a bitch don't know how to talk to people, fucking dumb bitch.
Damn, dude, he
And
sent
I-
him to the
yeah.
autism
Yeah,
convention.
dude. And so he was like, but they said it was paid for, and I said, I'm in. So he was getting fucked up, and then so he was eating pizza, and I was like, that looks good. I was like, I might get what you got. He's like, just have some of mine. And so I got some, bought him a beer as a thank you, shared my appetizer. He ended up buying me some shots. So I got fucking hammered on Sunday.
One
just
thing,
hanging out with
one
this
thing
dude.
led to another,
Yeah.
and he taught me what the swamp boat meant.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, you know,
you're on a
speaking
date, dude.
Speaking of the fucking vacuum, so you were, yeah, dude.
Nuck's getting uncomfortable. This is
No. So we were like,
breaking news. Crispin is the new gay one of Mush.
no, so we're like, the bartender goes, oh, y'all are like swapping meals and swapping drinks. He's like, yeah, we're
Their
doing
lady
that.
and the tramping a mozzarella stick.
But the guy that I was like hanging out with was like, Jacob, by the way, he's a cool dude. He's like, we're swapping everything but spit. And I was like, depends on how many drinks you get me. And he goes,
You straight hit the Shelly belly brakes on
Yeah.
the flirt with the dude. It's so funny when you do that,
Yeah.
dude. And then someone immediately is like, "Oh, I misread you."
Yeah,
And
no.
you're way more cool with being gay than I thought you
Yeah,
were
no,
initially.
no, he was just like,
That's
we
such
ain't
a
doing that.
That's
And then
such a
he just kept
comic thing
drinking,
to
yeah.
double down on that,
Yeah.
and then like make someone like makes a mild gay joke, and you're like, "I'll fuck you," and they're like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
chill out."
Oh,
I was talking about that experience of like how I hit the brake so hard to Dre. You know, I was
Yeah.
one of the managers at Six. You know, she's gay, and so I was talking to her about it, and I was telling her about how, you know, like, because she was like, "Yeah, dude, like white dudes don't play that." I was like, "No, there's a subsect of like blue collar white dudes that love grab ass, and we
yeah.
walk around, we go, 'Fuck off, idiot!' You know?
Every
And
construction
she
site
seemed- yeah,
is
she
the
seemed-
gayest shit.
Yeah, she seemed really surprised. And I was like, no, it's like, that's why I'm always so confused when certain, like, you know, Southern people like draw a line and they're like, no. And I'm like, dude, what are you
there's
hiding?
some
you know?
lingering feelings in there. They're not ready to
But
deal
there
with.
are two cultural things, which is like certain groups of black people and certain groups of Hispanic people do not fuck with gay shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And like, for example, I was like at I was featuring at Joker's Comedy Club, and I was doing that flirt with dudes joke, and there was like two Hispanic dudes up front, and they were like, "Hell no!" They out loud said, "Hell no, dude." And I was like,
I don't play that fucking
"No,
gay shit,
fuck."
dog.
And I was like, "Dude, I'm fucking kidding." And then I did like the spicy food joke, and they were like, "Oh no, dude, we're out, bro." And I was like, "Really, dude?" It's crazy that level. And I was talking to Dre, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's almost like faking gay is our N-word." And she about like fell on the ground laughing. She's like, "Is that a joke?" And I was like, "I think now it is." She's like, "If you don't say that, you're a fucking pussy." And I was like, "All right, dude. Well, fucking, I'll give it a whirl."
Yeah, no, dude, like white dudes are so gay. Like, I've had my balls touched more at work on the clock
My bad.
than I have by most women.
I've apologized for that many times.
Yeah.
I
wasn't
didn't tell you
clocking.
you had to stop. I don't know why you did. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, dude, I love because technically I'm a blue collar worker. Earlier I saw my coworker. I was like, and he goes,
You see, yeah, dude, it's
dude.
so fun to do.
100%.
But you have to be on the understanding
You have to
that
be on
you're
the cool side.
definitely not gay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
For
because-
not all of them, but some of them, they got to know that there is a line.
Yeah, you got to be like, all right, well, we're also not physically touching each other.
Yeah.
So like, don't actually touch me.
I haven't.
That's weird.
I haven't had a fun gay coworker interaction in a long time because I've been a boss for a while, and you can't be the boss who's like, "Come here, you fucking nerd, come here, I'll jerk you out right now."
I do that.
You work in a significantly
Yeah, it's true. I'll
more
walk up-
chill environment
I'll
than
walk up
me.
and go, "What's up, dude? Good morning," and then like give him a hot dog handshake. You know.
Yeah, if I did that and like residents saw,
They'd be like, I knew it.
I go to jail.
To be
That's
fair,
how he got the
If
job.
a customer saw that, that would be an issue.
Yeah,
I-
100%.
This is Elmo we're talking about. Also, by the way, numerous times, I think like 8 people came up to me throughout the weekend from Elmo, Washington.
Dude,
Oh, they
Drove
travel.
to Tacoma to see the show.
You and Shelly Belly have the same demo.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying is I was like, they're like, yeah. And then I got like 35 followers on TikTok
Nice, dude.
through the weekend. And I mean, I didn't plug that stuff at all. They just looked me up. And
Nice,
I sold a
dude.
bunch of stickers. They were cool enough to let me sell stickers. I didn't want to push it and try to sell those needles.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have lost some likability points. So I just left it at Eat Butt
Yeah. Yeah. And then the Eat Butt stickers are like,
Gold.
they're gold.
Yeah.
I'd ripped one of your lines when I was like, people come up and they'd be like, "What's that?" People are paying me like $20 for some stickers. I'm like, take a couple, go vandalize a car, go do something. Like, I don't give a shit. And like, yeah, dude, stickers are such a sick merch.
Yeah,
I don't have any merch. I gotta get some merch.
I'll help you out.
Well,
Yeah,
I 3D
get some
printed a bunch of
stickies.
merch that I got them working.
That's so Crispin.
Yeah.
3D printed something.
Yeah, I'll show
He
you. I got some.
loves 3D printing.
Yeah, so I 3D printed QR codes that go to my LinkedIn what is that thing called? This like a green
Link
one?
tree.
Don't make this guy guns. He'll make you make him guns. Don't make him guns.
Well, it depends.
I already have a guy for
do
that.
You want one I've already made or a new one?
All right, boys.
Okay. So
Breaking news: Mush Podcast gets raided by the ATF.
So I 3D printed these QR codes, and then all I have to do is paint the front, and then you scan it with your phone, but it's a keychain. So I can give those to people, sell them, and then whenever they're out and about, if somebody scans it, it goes to my shit.
That is hilarious to give somebody a keychain business card.
Yep.
Like, hey, do you like squares?
Yeah.
Here you go. That's so funny.
I got to make some train ones for the real audience. Yeah. Scan this. It'll take you to train. Send to me.
So I was late for the podcast because of like a gnarly accident.
Yeah.
And dude, people just, I know I harp on this quite a bit with traffic.
Looky loose.
But dude, it is so bad recently that like when I left my house, I was on time. And then an accident happened while I was on the road that added 45 minutes to my trip.
Dude, that's fucking
I was
crazy.
going to be here like early.
Yeah, you
Like,
called me an hour before the show, and you're
I
like, "Are
was
you
like
gonna make
getting
it?" And I
ready
was
to
like,
leave.
"Yeah, buddy."
I was like about to leave when I called you guys.
Yeah.
And so I was in traffic so long, and it took like literally, you know how it says like what the traffic takes? I sat in 27 minutes of traffic. It was crazy, dude.
I had that on fucking Friday when I was headed down to Portland. Portland's a 2-hour and 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
Always. The last 2 weekends I've been in Portland, it's taken me closer to 4.
Traffic is so bad recently. And so I finally get to the accident point.
Yeah.
And dude, there's an epidemic of people not getting over. Like numerous
they're
times
in the
I've
lane?
seen a broken down car in a lane with the hood pop, someone working on it in the lane.
Yeah.
I've seen that 3 times this year. So these people are pulled over in a wreck on the left-hand lane, like, and they didn't even pull over or anything. And and it's so slow. I'm like creeping by, and my windows are down because I took that video to like send to you guys, and I was like talking shit. And I roll down the window and I like look over to see who it is, and it's like 2 scary-looking tatted up cholo guys and a white chick.
Window goes back up.
No, I looked at him. And he looked at me and I go, "You can't park there."
You're a nasty
And then I just
boy.
kept rolling, and he was like,
Do you think he was confused? He's like, yeah, you can.
well, he just saw like a white guy with sunglasses in a truck, and
Did you play your heavy metal to lure him more?
yeah, my fucking deterrent tactic, and just put on some Misery Whip.
Dude, shout out Misery Whip. I'm going to go see them tonight if you want to come.
I can't.
Oh, I thought you meant the cholos. I was like, why?
Yeah, no, we're going to hang out. We're
We're
going
gonna fucking rumble in the park like the outsiders, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know whose side I'm going to be on. I match the color of the other side.
Yeah, well,
Get your sleeper agent.
you're more cracker.
Sneaking in.
If we say taco 4 times, he's going to go ape shit on him,
don't
dude.
you fucking tempt me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought that rolling can't park there.
dude, I was a menace in Portland with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, downtown Portland's such a mess. It's all one ways and shit, and just random stoplights. There's crosswalks with no lights. It's crazy. And I probably 6 times I'm like laying on my horn out the window, being like, "It ain't getting any fucking greener. Let's go, come on!" It was hot. I was angry.
Yeah.
I wasn't
full
angry.
food.
I was fucking with the guy. It was like more of like a playful like.
I can't do.
It was like do a kickflip like out of my. I was like, "You can't park there." And
I
he was
can't
like,
do
"Dude."
playful road rage, dude. I can't. I get
That's
mad. Mad.
That's the only. Well, like, people get big mad when you do that.
Yeah, 100%.
But,
It does
that's-
make them spaz.
Dude, that's the only way I can handle stuff like that. Otherwise, I'll get big mad.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of that lady? I'll show it to you guys later. But it's this dude driving, and there's these 2 ladies with like a nasty wreck. Like, car's like damn near upside down. And he's like, "Hey, you can't park there." And this stud reaches in her pocket and pulls out a gun and points it at him. And then she's like, "What, pussy?" And then shoots it in the air. And I was like, "Whoa, dude, that's crazy."
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, honestly, that would be me. If you hit me with a can't park there and I just totaled my Volvo, I'm fucking busting shots at
Busting
your
out
ass.
your 3D
dude,
printed gun.
It's so funny to do. It's so funny to troll people in the worst moment where you're like,
I do it often enough to where if it it happens to me, I will be like, yeah, they got my ass.
Funny, dude.
It's the booze all over again.
Yeah, it got my bitch ass. Oh, my bad.
Fuck. It was like there was this moment skiing where like skiers and snowboarders have like kind of like a friendly rivalry, you know. And so
I don't know if it's friendly.
it wasn't in the beginning, but now it's friendly.
Okay.
It's evened out. They've understood each other.
Yeah, us snowboarders, we're a little oppressed in the
Little
beginning.
West Side
you know?
Story.
it's like skateboarders and scooter kids.
They were snow
Don't bring up
racist
those
to
scooter
us,
kids.
dude.
Well,
They
the
were
scooter
they were
kids.
pretty
Scooter
snow
kids.
racist to us. Like we weren't allowed on certain mountains. We
What's
weren't
their
allowed to
slur
mingle.
for you?
Borders.
They called us lot lizards.
That's pretty good.
You guys are truck prostitutes.
Yeah, dude.
That hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
dude. Damn.
Yeah, and
You could see the like shame in
What
his
did you
eyes.
call them?
hosers.
Meanies. Gay.
I call skiers hosers to this day.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. So there's this friendly rivalry, right? And we'll talk shit to each other. And like when ski patrol shares a lift with me, they'll be like, "Ugh, where's your other ski?" You know, stuff like that. You know, just
Little razzing.
little razzing. You know, that's it. And so there was this like a thing about snowboarding. If you've never snowboarded, is like if you hit a cat track, which is like a long stretch, and you don't have enough speed, and you stop on a snowboard, you have to like undo yourself and walk it to the next hill, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And so some skiers will be homies, and if you're starting to slow down, they'll be like, grab my pole, and then they'll like drag you to the other part. And this one of my buddies started to slow down, so I was slowing down with him. I was like, whatever, I'll walk with him. And the skier comes by and goes, "You want a pole?" And my buddy goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Should have grabbed skis," and then just keeps going. I was like, fuck, that's so funny.
That's so good.
Yeah, dude.
That's a level of nasty that is
Yeah.
hilarious.
That skier's
so
been
funny
waiting
to-
his whole life to do that shit to some asshole.
It's so funny to do.
I had a guy when I mentioned that I had autism, dead silent in the room, and this guy just goes, "Knew it!" And I was like, "Brother, we'll talk and not make eye contact later. Please stop talking." But like it's when someone gets you like that, you're like, "Fuck, dude. All right, you got my ass. My bad."
Yeah, you got to riff on that moment, dude. You got to take the power back.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, on stage
yeah.
you can, but you can't take the power back when someone goes, "Should have got skis, pussy."
Yeah, that's when you just laugh. You're like, you got my ass.
Devastating.
Because the worst thing in that situation is denial. Like you gotta be like, you got me. That's
Yeah.
funny.
'Cause What are
Yeah.
you supposed to say? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
As you're undoing your bindings
Yeah,
and just.
like, yeah, right, dude. You fucking hoser. You know, like yelling back.
Anyways, why don't you go
He heard
fucking
me.
do something cool?
Yeah, dude. It's so funny to yell to people like when you're on the chairlift too. You'll be like, "Do a flip," you know, like just fucking. I'm such a problem on the mountain. I go goon mode
Yeah,
immediately.
it calls an avalanche, dude. Just being nasty.
just
I-
jerking off.
I love
fucking-
those fucking
Don't do
Instagram
it while
videos.
you're driving.
I love those Instagram videos of people being like straight menaces on mountains. Like, you seen the videos of the dudes on snowboards like jumping over people at the kiddie track? It's so funny.
Yeah. I have this we'll end on this story. I have a crazy story where a couple stories about snowboarding, but there was this one time I was learning to snowboard, and these cat tracks, they can be a real motherfucker, dude. And on Crystal Mountain on their beginner hill, there's a long ass cat track. And I wasn't really good enough to be able to like stop on a dime. And to be fair, I was wrong. I was being a hazard to the mountain, and I wanted to get as much speed as possible so that I could get through this cat track. And I was going faster than I should have been because I felt uncomfortable. And the thing about these like skiers is they'll go boop, 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 boop. But sometimes they're unpredictable. They go boop, 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 boop right in front of you.
Yeah.
And they can't hear you coming. That's why I play music like out of my speakers that can kind of hear you coming.
Yeah.
And sound travels weird on snow. And so this little 9-year-old girl didn't hear me coming, and I'm hauling ass and I can't stop in time. And she's going in front of me. I go, "Get out of the way, get out of the way," you know?
All she
My
can hear is
first year-
the creek.
Yeah. And I slide on my belly to like avoid her, right? So I go and I like baseball slide past her, and I'm like, thank God I missed her. And I look back and my board took her out, and she's like laying over the back of my board.
You just murked a little kid trying to be a good person.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Shelly. We'll miss her.
That's so funny.
No, hey, that's it for. I'm sure Crispin opened it up, so I'll close it out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging in with us. Sorry for being late. It won't ever happen again. Come check us out. September 5th, I'm on doing a Don't Tell. When's your next show?
I got also September 5th, actually. I'm in Woodinville
There you go.
with Kyle Adams.
Let's see. I got Tony Peters is running a fucking show again, so I'm doing his show on Thursday, and I got Flip Off Arcade on Sunday.
Yeah, you're gonna want to go a little whiles out, handsome,
Yeah. So, more further?
for September.
First week.
September.
First
So
week
I
of
got a fucking show Wednesday in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
On the 10th, and then I also got the other fucking flip off arcade. That's all I got for now. I got a dentist appointment next Tuesday, so heads up.
Come see Crispin at the dentist.
Yeah, dude, my dentist is the best. They keep giving me bottles of wine, dude. I'm in.
There's a rape joke somewhere in there. Have a good night, everybody.
Love
Bye.
you.
Oh, you can't build us up. You can't break us down. This is Mush. I fucking suck at my job. Goodbye.